Hello everyone, welcome back to FX 20 Pips. Today is the 21st of May 2023. It's a Sunday. The time is 9:47 p.m. GMT plus 8 my time. Now we are looking at what might happen for the coming week, and that's why we are now at this weekly chart of GBPUSD. All right, last week, which is just ended last Friday, we can see that indecisive candles with strong seller and also buyers coming in, although the this candle closed below the previous bearish candle. Okay, so there is a high chance of it still going down, right? The reason is simply because it closed below this bearish. Okay, but it is not a big bearish candle as the seller from here and here would expect it. All right, because what you want to see is a continuation of it, of this bearish candle to form like this. Okay, however, they end up with this small little doji candle. All right, so buyers will look at it thinking that, well, there is a lost momentum from the seller and buyer could try to push it up. All right, and then the seller will see that, well, we did force it down, we end up at the lower portion of this whole candle, we end up at this lower portion, so there might be a chance to keep going down here. All right, we don't know what's gonna happen. Okay, what we can do in terms of analyzing a candlestick is that if there's a breakout here close to the top side, chances are price is going to keep going up. All right, however, on the other hand, if there's a breakout and close below, okay, prices then could keep going down. Okay, the key point here is close. All right, you got to close above it on the weekly candle. Okay, now with the US debt ceiling, we don't know how it's going to pan out, so it could just be another range candle up and down. Okay, because nobody knows what's going to happen. Okay, but we shall see. From Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we should get some idea. All right, okay, where is the mid? Here is the midpoint. That's the 50%. Let's do it as that. That's 1.24691. So 1.2469. Oh, not far. 691. Gotcha. Remove away the Fib. Let's go down to the daily candle. Okay, let's close the previous week. All right, so this is the daily candle. As you can see, I had talked about Friday being a profit taking days. Okay, so we have Thursday, Tuesday, Monday, and last Friday was a profit taking days. All right, and then we bounce back up here. Okay, now looking at the daily time frame, again, the buyers will look at it and say, yep, we ended up as a bullish candle. All right, however, we close right below the 50 of this candle. Okay, there is no breakthrough of this Thursday bearish candle. Okay, buyers will be disappointed even though they try to push as high up as they can, but I think it's the late session which actually bring the price down again. Okay, we shall see whether Monday, all right, there's a continuation of going up. Okay, so on the daily itself, you have all this range to be broken. Yeah, right. Let's go to the 8 hours. Okay, 8 hours. I'm just going to bring out the usual 8 hours range box. Okay, which is here. So the 8 hours box was basically started from this candle. All right, there is the bearish candle, then followed by the majority of the bullish buyers here. Okay, the New York session, which is here, all right, close above the 8 hours range. Okay, so this is the first candle, this is the second candle. The second candle did not close back into here, right? No doubt it is bearish candle. It closed pretty high on the top part of this bullish candle. All right, so you can see that how you look at multi-time frame, you look at weekly, it gives you a scenarios, you look at daily, another one, and then at 8 hours, all right, it seems to be more suited for the positive bullish buyers, isn't it? Now, the basic idea is that any changes start from the lower time frame. Okay, so from 8 hours viewpoint, it seems like this bullish candle close above the previous two bearish one. Okay, and then here we have something that ends up above the 8 hour range. Okay, there could be a possibility of a continuation. Okay, but usually I would strongly think that it would dip down, and if it's dip down before it goes up. All right, that's my prediction, but my prediction means nothing. Okay, the market will do what it wants to do. So based on my theory, which is that the second candles close above the 8 hours range, I just have to change this 8 hours range box. All right, so this is how we do it. So move it here and here. All right, so now we are base our 8 hours on this candle. Right, and then now we'll just monitor what's going to happen within this box. There is nothing wrong really for you not to move the box. Okay, you can happily just stick it up there and watch what's going to happen. Okay, if the next candle is going to come back in, then you might want to keep this one. It's really up to you, or you can create another box here just to give you an idea if you were to have a box here where the prices are. Okay, just some ideas to give you. Be flexible in the techniques and the tools. All right, and that's how you can survive in this market. I am now going to switch to the 1 hour. Okay, I'm just going to hide the 8 hours range and bring up my previous day high and low. All right, so I'm going to move this high of Friday, low of Friday, find the midpoint. Okay, here is the midpoint for Friday, 1.24380, 1.24380. Yeah. Now what you can see is the price close above the 50% of Friday range, right? So you went up here, came down, went up again, touches a 50. All right, come back and force it down. Is the significance based on this leg is doing this? All right, it might break up here, so that's why I said this point is pretty important. Okay, if you break up, there might be a continuous bullish. Right, let's remove this. The Monday opening, I'm just going to bring it up here. I'm just going to leave it hanging here because when the market opens in about, how long? It opened at 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. There's about another 6 to 7 hours away. Okay, when it opened, then I'll mark up the Monday opening. Right now, I also mark up the Friday high and low. I'm gonna hide the day, okay, and look for my Friday high and low. Okay, this is the previous one, so I'm just going to, what I do is I do a clone for the low, okay, which is the same as the previous day, isn't it? And then I do a clone for the high, okay, and then I leave it there. So what I want to know is, coming week, will the price go above last Friday high or will it drop below last Friday low? Okay, I'm just curious about that. I keep a record of it, and sometimes it works pretty well, as in if the price goes above Friday high, it just keep going up. If it goes below, it keeps going below. All right, I'm trying to observe, get some patterns out of this. Yeah, all right, so that is, let me just get back to previous day. There we go. I'll stick it here. I'll get back the 8 hours box. Okay, so just to refresh, I'll leave the previous 8 hours box as it is first. Okay, I'll see how the Mondays react. Right, and then I might move it later on in the week. Okay, I'm now at this daily time frame. I just switch over to the daily time frame. My idea is to run a Fib and see what level we are looking at. See whether I can see any patterns on or any targets on the Fib level. So I'm looking at the Fib low here with the Fib high here, and also concentrating on this leg. All right, so there may be a Fib low here and the same Fib high here. See whether we get any Fib level that's corresponding to it. Okay, let me hide away the range box, remove all these unnecessary things. So if we got a very clean chart here, let's do some Fib. The first one is here, Fib low to Fib high. Let's see what level we are at. There isn't much things here except that when it goes up here, it bounces off about 23.6. okay, it's not on the exact level. Okay, it sort of bounced around here and then now it's dropped further. Okay, it might come down to 38.2. okay, and even down to the 50%. This is something to take note of. Alright, so again, if by using Fib, when it comes down here, I'll take a close look again, likewise from here. Okay, the next thing is the tighter Fib. Okay, a much tighter region. For example, here you can see that this one bounce up, goes up, break the structure, come down, and it push up. So let me put the Fib here and see what level I can get. Okay, so this is quite interesting. So just based on this leg, we went up, came down all the way here. Okay, I have a theory in the Discord group, which is that if it bounces off this level or this level, and it continues to goes up, very high chance is it will hit this level. Okay, meaning whether it bounce off here and bounce off here, it will attempt to come to this level. That's the theory. All right. We shall see how it goes, but that's something to focus on, to look at. Not really to focus on, rather to put at the back of your mind, at the head, that okay, this is a possibility, right? If you are interested in the target, this could be one of it, if and only if it carries on to become bullish. Yep. Okay, so you might break this one and hit here and then do something here. All right, there's also a possibility of hitting the second target. Let me just shift the chart a bit. Right, came up here, bounce this level, usually you come back here or here. All right, touches here, goes up here. Yeah, now of course, if the price keeps going down, drop below zero, then this theory doesn't work. Yeah. Okay, so this is just to give you an idea, something to look forward to. Right, let's remove the Fib and let's look at maybe some news. Let's look at next week what news we have. So I am using Forex Live. Sometimes I use FX Market. I change a bit around, and then there's nothing major about it, you know. Basically it still gives you the same result anyway. All right, now we have quite a number of news next week. We have on Monday the China one will affect the Aussie a lot. Okay, this one might affect the GBP, Euro GBP, which in turn affect GBPUSD. All right, anything from Germany will affect the Euro. The Euro will then affect the GBP again, right? So these are quite important things. And the GBP itself, these are the things that you need to take note of. Let's scroll down. All right, CPI, FOMC minutes. This is just a minutes, eh? Not the actual FOMC. All right, basically just clarify the reports and they scrutinize it, and then from there, if they read something out of the ordinary, it will affect the price also. Scroll down further, and then we have the jobless claim again, the GDP of the USD. All right, then we have all this. I mean, you can read all this by yourself actually. But what everyone is concerned about is more on the US debt ceiling. I have no clue on how it will turn out. Okay, if there is an agreement to raise the debt ceiling, I don't think there will be much changes here. Okay, GBPUSD will just go according to the normal economic situation. However, if there is no rise in the debt ceiling and the US government couldn't pay up any more money, in my personal view, I think that the US dollar will drop. Okay, and that will cause the GBPUSD to go up. However, there is also a very interesting theory, which is if the US dollar is not, if the US government is not paying up the debt, then people who jumps into safe haven currency. Okay, which are the safe haven currency? Isn't it back to USD? So I find it quite conflicting when people say that if the US debt ceiling is not raised, the US government in default, people will buy into US dollar. If that's the case, then GBPUSD will goes down, which I find it strange. Right? Why do you buy into a currency that's defaulted and not paying you? It's not able to make payment on its obligation. Okay, because other people say, oh, because the US interest rate will then goes up. But what's the point? They're not paying you. They can't pay you, right? So why are you still buying USD? So that sounds strange to me, which I don't subscribe to it. Okay, now they could be totally right. I could be totally wrong. Okay, but it failing to raise a debt ceiling and to put the US government in default has never happened before, except once, I think. Well, I mean, you do some research and go and find out, but I'm not going to go into too much details on that. All right, I'll just look at the chart. Whatever candle says, I'll react to it. Okay, so having said that, if people are not going to go into US dollar, then where should they go? Most probably they'll go into gold, isn't it? So let's have a quick look at gold. Gold on last week went all the way down to this level. Okay, gold, any value below 2,000, I believe is a good purchase. That's my personal view. So how low did it go last week? This is 1952. Did anyone buy and take advantage of the Friday price where the sellers take profit? In order for sellers to take profit, they have to buy, isn't it? So the price went up. Yeah. Did anybody make some money from this low figure? Or maybe you think that, well, you will go lower. Yeah, possibly. We don't know, right? So you really have to take a chance. Okay, in reality, whatever you buy or sell is 50% go up, 50 chances go down. We never know. Okay, but I didn't scrutinize gold very detailed. That's why I didn't take a trade into it. Okay, as you know, I still like my GBPUSD, which I shall come back here. Okay, so that's the idea for next week. Let me put back the previous day high. Right, and then we shall see how we move on Monday. Monday is usually quiet for me, so I'm not sure. So yeah, I'll be pack my timetable with other things rather than the chart. I mean, I do look at the chart, but not overly eager to trade. Yeah, so that's why I say I have the 8-hour range box for me, so put an alert. Okay, so if it keeps going up, I'll have a look. If it comes back in, I'll like, yeah, okay, that's Monday. We shall see. Cool. Okay, the other thing I want to quickly talk about is a bit on the psychology of taking profit. Okay, we react differently. For example, you buy at this level. Okay, you put a TP at this level. Yeah, so the price come down, the stop loss is here, price went up, hit your TP, you are happy campers, right? When price go down, you say that yes, I make the right choice. I took TP at almost the high side. Okay, what happens when the price keep going up? I want to know, how do you feel at this stage? How do you feel at this stage when you are not in the trade because you took TP? How do you feel at this stage? How do you feel? How do you feel? Okay, if you feel angry about yourself here for taking early TP, then you need to learn how to let your trade run when the price is going your way. Yep. I have in many other videos talk about that taking profit is harder than entering. Okay, entering is very easy. Okay, you use your techniques, method, your setup. Once it's there, you take it. You have to take it. Okay, not any other method. All right, it has to be some tested and proven method. Okay, once it's there, you take your setup and you trade it. Okay, the difficult part is taking profit. As if you took in profit too early and the price still going up, how do you feel here? Okay, now every one of us are different. We have different feeling, right? Some of us might be like, oh, I took a profit, I walk away, I don't look at it. Some of us will be taking profit, and the next thing, what do you want? You want the price to drop just to prove to yourself that you taken at the top of the range. Okay, but then when price start going up, you are not happy with your profit. Okay, when price keep going up. So this is something that you need to deal with it, because this is a psychology issue. Nothing to do with your trade. You got a good entry, you just don't know whether to take profit here or here or here or here. Okay, sometimes when you take a profit here, right, price go down and you're like, yes, I got it on the high side. Okay, but then when price keep going up, ooh, that feeling is like, ooh, why do I take this profit here? You can say that, alright, I take 90% profit here, there's nothing wrong, I let the 10% run. Yeah, but at the back of your mind, you still have the lingering frustration. Oh, if only I let it run. Right? So this is something that you need to figure out, sort it out, find methods and ways to do it. Some traders, they have 2 entries, trade 1, trade 2. Okay, they take TP on the first trade here, and then they let the second one run. Yeah, hopefully that the second one can get more profit. But then the problem is the second one could end up back here. So it's not easy, isn't it? Yeah. So I hope to hear from you guys. What do you do with this situation? Alright. Now for me, I'll let my trade runs. Okay. If the higher time frame is showing bullish, even if it come down, I'll let it take a few drawback, but I let it run. Okay, if you've seen some of my other videos in my Discord group, some of the pips I get on the profit, why? Because I let it run. There are some drawdowns, yes, but I look at a higher time frame and I know that it will come back up. Right, so that's something that you need to deal with psychologically rather than on the technique of the chart. Alright, but if you were to use my method, and if you're happy with 20 pips, okay, if you're happy to take profit at 20 pips, And if you're very happy about it, that's it, good on you. Okay, do not think about this one. Okay, your mind gotta be strong and think that 20 pips is all I need. Okay, I will come back again and take another 20 pips and 20 pips. Today I can go 100 pips, I don't care. I get my 20 pips and go down. Yeah, okay, I have moved away from here and I have learned to let my trade runs. Right, letting my trade runs result in me having lesser chart time, surprisingly. Okay, I think I see a significant better result and reward. Okay, don't get me wrong, okay, there are drawdowns definitely, but the point is that you need to analyze your higher time frame better. Okay, because all these lower time frame have all this up and down. Yeah, so if you can analyze your higher time frame properly, then on the lower time frame, on all this drawdown, you should be able to absorb the shock and the stress. It's a matter of practicing, I guess. Yep, so that's something I want to talk to you about, and yeah, hopefully you can know that some of the things in the chart cannot be solved by technical analysis or drawing of lines. Yeah, most of it is really psychology. Okay, hopefully it makes sense to you on what I'm talking about. I shall come back again on Monday, and hopefully I can draw more buy and sell zone, and we can brush up on the entries for GBPUSD. Alright, goodbye. Thank you.